Hi guys, FrostFangs here, welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video, another really overdue character for me to cover. Just like with Evie, it's been over a year, the builds are different, the talents are different, tons of stuff has changed. I'm going to go through all of that, but instead I'm going to focus on where he is now, which is of course way more relevant, his updated builds, his updated talents, and sort of the way to play BK at the moment, instead of, you know, the differences between the last time I covered him, which is just too many to list at this point. So we've got two builds here, technically three, but I'm not going to be talking about the Nog setup because I've talked about that before, and that's still the same. But the standard setup has changed a bit with movement speed in here now instead, because this card used to be something else, I'm pretty sure, or they buffed it or something. But Shock and All now is actually worth running, and the reload speed is actually getting nerfed a bit in the next update, so it's even less worth putting in now. You still have the health, you still have the bit of a heal, bit of reset ammo, although more so depending on if you want to run with raw subjects, which actually nerfs the ammo. Surprisingly, I can't even remember when this was implemented, but yeah, you kind of want to run extra ammo if you're going for raw subjects and some team comps, so that's why I have this variant of it. I don't see BK a crazy amount, but when I do, his loadout is actually quite important. He's one of the more dependent characters where if you're running something other than sort of the standard thing, you're going to have a way more difficult time and struggle quite a bit more. But for the talents, all three of them are actually playable. Surprisingly, Accelerant, Raw Subject, Chain Reaction, depending on what you're in and what you're doing, they all kind of work. A lot of what I talked about in the EV video I think also applies to BK. Meta-wise, the spot he's in I would say is relatively fine. He doesn't need like a massive buff or a massive nerf, unless I'm massively missing the mark with that. But just like with EV, I would say that some of the things in his loadouts that have been around for a while should maybe be moved into his base kit to give him more options, because just like with EV, yeah, he depends on them maybe a little bit too much. Feels kind of harsh to say that I dislike his kit, but honestly, that's kind of the best way for me to describe it. The ultimate QF are fine abilities, but all together on BK for me just don't really work. Whereas for some people I know it's exactly what they're going for, and occasionally I will grab him because he is as unique as he is, but a lot of the time I don't really feel like playing BK. For the teams though, we got Drogoz, Ash, Maeve, and Genos up against Khan, Pip, Sati, Koga, and Dan. But nothing too bad that actually screws us over. BK does get also countered kind of hard. We'll go for raw subjects. Also going to go for the ammo setup to deal with the Koga because he's going to be dashing, I imagine, or just kind of annoying in general, so I want the ammo. We've got Combustible, Fortress Breaker, Cat Burglar, Luminary, Spirits Chosen, Adrenaline Junkie, Heads or Tails, Catalyst, and Storm of Bullets. Actually, for the heal, I didn't need to die there straight away. I'm going to need a bit of a warm-up as always, just because it has been so long since I played BK. I don't know what's going on there with the bombs. Koga nearly gone. Sati with the ult, we're going to F. Throw the Q, just kind of dodge stuff. Genos with the heals here is honestly saving my ass. Don't feel like I'm playing particularly well though. We'll try and get rid of the Khan here. Just going to throw the one bomb at a time. There isn't really a reason to stack them if we're not going for the talent, but for some reason I still just do it because I'm so used to going for it. I really used to like Chain Reaction a while back. Go for the F, pop the ult. This is a hectic first round. To be honest, I feel like I've done fine so far, but I could have done much better. There's a bomb. I don't know where Sati went. I think she is just there to get one on her. Even though I said earlier that I don't like BK's kit, I would say that I like him overall. I think his character in Paladins is quite special, and like I said, I do pick him up every now and again, but he just fills such a specific role, and a lot of the time I don't feel like going for that specific sort of thing, if that makes sense. Dan, we're going for the ult. I played terribly. My positioning there was really bad. I thought we were going to all push in on the right, and that didn't happen. I also didn't really do very much damage wise there. We did get pushed off there. It is 1-1. Seems like they're playing better as a team. We did all save ults though, so I'm not exactly sure. The whole reason I wanted to do BK after Eevee is because they have a lot of things in common, and specifically the sort of thing where it feels like you're doing exactly what you want and you're in a fantastic flow state with the character, or you're having a really awkward time and it's rough, which is sort of the same thing I get for both. We're going to go for the ult here with the F. Do the combo there right, but that's fine. Didn't get the stun there on the Koga. I thought I'd just insta-pop it and surprise him, but I guess he perfectly played around it. The stun nearly got him. It nearly worked out. I guess it didn't really do very much there other than die. Some more damage on him here. I'm trying to throw over the shield, which is actually kind of working a lot of the time. That was really bad though. I should have had that one. We'll throw the Q up. Get some more damage here. Pip is out. Nice. That's a Genos. Oh, I think Dambit is down here still. Is he in the corner? No? Oh, he's back there. Okay. If they're saying, Genos, please heal me too. That man is putting in work. Like I've said, I think 3 times already. Having a Genos on your team at the moment after all the buffs feels pretty damn nice. That is the objective captured though. Sati ult and damage on the Pip. We'll pop the F, try and get sort of up here. Maybe like push on the side. I don't know what I'm doing, but sometimes it kind of works. Like one of those things with BK is it feels like a lot of the time you're being awkward, but going against him, that awkwardness often ends up with you just getting a lot of damage and being still very, very annoying. Again, just like with Eevee, which is kind of weird when you think about how many similarities there are between them. I got barely any damage there. Chain Reaction might have been a little bit better to deal with the Khan, but raw subjects was definitely the play I think here. The ammo count hasn't really annoyed me too much because we've buffed it so much. Do have the ult again here. We do actually gen it pretty quick. I could go for it because Maeve just ulted. It's a pretty subtle sound effect, to be honest, if you're not paying a ton of attention. Do I go for the ult? I don't know. I feel like the F going on cooldown when you throw it down would actually be kind of cool, so you can chain them together. I think I've said that in a different BK video, but I would very much like that. Maybe too strong, maybe unnecessary, because he doesn't really need the movement. Gonna pop the ult, throw the Q over. Can we actually get it? No, I went for it. We did get a stone on somebody. I'm gonna go around the front here and just pop it. Doesn't get me anything. Koga's going behind here. We'll just try and help out the Jones, make sure he doesn't get cleared, because that would really suck here. I don't know what I just hit with my bomb. I think it was a Sati coin. A couple hundred Sati with the ult. We're gonna push in. I just tried to use my F and it got destroyed, I think Sati ult just blew up my F. That's kind of dumb. Koga's getting like pushy here on the Genos. He is not out because I can't land my bombs. Okay, he's going for the ult. We can get out of that. F just didn't really work. Didn't need to get rid of the Khan there, but I died for it. Whatever, 2-2. We're actually kind of even. I feel like if I played better, I think I could turn this into a win, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'm going to give it a shot. I don't know if going for like tanky movement BK here is really the right choice. Maybe I should go for the ult every now and again. I do get death hands on it, but not if I go for the ammo setup. Usually I'm kind of torn between going for Rejuvenate Life, but also kind of help. Resilience I don't need, so it's kind of, yeah, between that and maybe morale boost. The ultimate, like I said, is going to be pretty strong here, but I feel like I'm really utilizing it enough. I'm going to try and play the point with Ashe and just annoy the Khan. I don't know if that's really the right play. Jones with the ult there. Actually nearly got a couple of them, I think. I'm trying to get it over the shield. It's just not really working. There we go. Actually planned the bombs properly for once. Do I go for the ult? I don't really need to. I think we've secured it here. I will say the bomb desync isn't really a thing I've noticed in this game. It used to be a pretty big problem with him, but yeah, I haven't really picked up on it. That's another time the ultimate has just done nothing for me. Okay, so I haven't really picked up on the bomb desync. I wanted to point it out because it used to really be annoying. I used to mention it in every video, whereas now I feel like it's actually kind of reliable. It's a little bit messed up. It's not perfect, but it feels significantly better than it did back in the day. We're just going to wiggle back here, try and get away. I am dead. They're really, really good at kind of getting rid of you when you're trying to pull back. Sati with the ult. I don't know where I should go. I don't think it really mattered too much. Just getting pushed there by the Koga anyway. Decided to go for Rejuvenate for the last item. Morale boost is just not going to do anything for me here. They're doing a pretty good job of countering me whenever I try and do something with the ult. Drogo is cleared, so instead of messing up more ultimates and just having them group up and make plays against me, I'm just going to not ult at all and like save it for situations where it's going to work. This map is kind of tough for BK ultimates. Koga is on like nothing. We'll throw the Q there. I could throw it over the wall, but I feel like maybe just zoning that's a bit better and I can get some damage on this bit. Hello, Khan. I don't know if he expected me to be here, but now he has to block from both sides. Maeve pushed in really hard down, but with the ult, we're going to F in, try and do summon here, just get some damage on him near the spawn. There goes Pip nearly. Never mind. There we go. There's the victory. We actually got the push, which is kind of surprising because they were doing such a fantastic job there of the defense. That was a very, very even game. I didn't play particularly well there, but damage-wise, I guess we actually had the highest, so I was doing something, which is sort of what I mean with BK. Even if you play awkward, a lot of the time, you actually do more than you feel like you're doing. Like I tried to say during the mess of that match, though, it would be very nice if you could stack the Poppy Bomb, like throw it down, it would go on cooldown, and then you could use it, and then you'd have the other one ready to kind of insta-use again to give you more movement, more sort of fluidity, and playing into what Paladins I feel like is trying to be as like a movement shooter champion thing. Kind of hard for me to say if it would be a good idea. I just think it would be very fun, but it might give BK too much movement and, you know, be a little bit too good. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on it and any other suggestions down in the comments, whether that's with like the cards, although I do kind of like the movement speed thing being in there, and yeah, the talents. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, so for game 2, King of the Hill Trade District, we've got a Kazumi, an Andro, shouts to him by the way, of the Earth, and a Sky. I'm up against another Andro. I need to cover him at some point because his Darkstalker, I think, was fixed or is being fixed in the next update. It's actually not fixed yet, I don't think, but hopefully they also fix Sky because I'm pretty sure his smoke like reset thing is still weird. Then they also have a Genos, Azan, Tiberius, and Grok. Gonna go for the other version of the setup with Chain Reaction and then, you know, the less ammo build because hopefully Azan will be free damage and we don't really need the extra radius. It does make him just better to play overall, but it's just Andrew and Jones are going to be kind of annoying. Godslayer, Empowered Curse, Debilitate, AFK the Earth, by the way, Double Nimble, then Defiant Fist, Tempering Predatory, Maelstrom, and Power Cosmium. So maybe I should have gone for the other one, but I'm going to just try and stack bombs and see if we can do it that way and get damage, you know, by doing stuff like that. Just get like 2k burst. Going to try and stack here on the Azan. Show you what I mean? There we go. It's kind of hard to see when there's all those numbers. That's an Andro behind. I'm just completely failing here. Get some movement, maybe finish him off. What am I doing? I should have had that kill like a minute ago. Honestly, don't feel like we really will do very much if we don't have a Lilith, but there's an insta-kill on the, Azan will pop the F, go for the ult. That was so terribly timed. There's an insta-detonate. At least the Grok is gone. Why am I so scuffed with BK ults? It used to be one of the ones I was kind of okay and semi-decent at, whereas now I just completely mess up the timing. They are pretty much the same ultimate, him and Lex. That was an insane heal there because we didn't have Cauterize on us, and somehow I got better with Lex ult and worse with BK's one, so I don't know. We'll pop the F, hang on here a little bit. Are we dead here to the Andro? Just throwing some bombs. Am I dead here to the Azan? I'm trying to get a bit of self-heal in. We have a bit of life. I don't know how I keep getting away here on like no health. We're going to pop the F, jump over. That didn't get a stun on anybody. Hello, Genos. I'm dead, right? Oh my god, we nearly got him. If I had raw subjects, maybe that would have worked. This guy just ran off into the nothingness. Okay, shots to the Andro there. It's a bit of a shame that we don't have the Lilith here, because this would actually be a really good game. The team's put up a pretty good fight for it. I feel like a lot of this one is just me running away, trying not to die. To be honest, we're going to go for the ult. We have a bit of duration on it. We should be able to get over to the point, I guess. Or I could just detonate on the Azam. I'm going to go for like the big triple here. There's 2, 3. Nice. It actually worked. I actually had that play in my head, and it played out exactly as I was hoping it would. I'm going to die to the Genos though. Bit of a tough one, honestly. If this was a 5v5, I think we'd have it in the bag. Get rid of the Genos. Nearly. Oh my god, I thought it was going to carry it over to him. We'll pop the F, push in, speed there, coming in kind of clutch. There's 2, 3. He's gone. I'm dead though. Went for the ult. Just detonate there on the Grok. There we go. Nice. We've got the Azan 2, 3 bombs on him. Nice. I'm stunned. We nearly had that play. Again, nearly worked out what I had in my head, but seems like Jones was always there to kind of ruin me getting like 2 or 3. Don't know if I prefer that to her being a bot. A ton of damage on the Azan there and a massive heal. I'm kind of getting away here with just having a life rip. Surprising. He will throw the F down. We also have a bit of an extra heal in the build. I think it's 30 instead of 15 compared to the other one, which was a bit better. Insta kill there on him. Bombs on the Grover, not a Grover, and Andro. What am I saying? We'll Q in. What am I talking about? There's a bunch of damage on the Azan. BK with freaking chained, explosion stuff is just kind of crazy if you can get it going. Genos there with the grip. That's kind of annoying. If I just crashed, did crash, launched it back up again, but it seems it's too far gone. I don't know if it's happened to anybody else as well, but it happened to I assume, which is why it happened to me as well. It tends to be, I think, 3 or 4 people whenever it does kind of go weird. There's some bombs on them, maybe. I feel like this has been a good showcase for the explosion sort of chain reaction setup. It could have definitely been better. There goes the Andro. The damage we've had with this, though, has honestly been kind of crazy. Pushing in on the Genos here. There we go. He's gone. Tiberius is doing flips. I'm out. At least we got rid of the Genos once. We got revenge a single time. Seems like Andro has also crashed, but for some reason he was replaced by a bot and the Earth wasn't. I guess it was because she crashed at the start of the game. Maybe she just never loaded in. Is that what causes the bot to not load in? I don't know, but of course there is the defeat. That would have been a really good game as a 5v5. As a 4v5, we were kind of holding it 3v5 and 2v5 at one point before I loaded back in. Yeah, just ain't gonna happen. But 12-10, 77k. I guess we'll take it. It was a good showcase for the setup. Just a bit of a shame that we couldn't get a proper game for it. Overall, though, like I said right at the start, BK is in a pretty good spot. Better than he was in, I think, a year or 2 ago. So maybe I'll actually pick him up a little bit more now that he's got a little bit more movement. But he still fills such a specific role that very rarely do I feel like playing him. But when I do, he is the only character for what I'm trying to get at. I feel like I've said that a bunch of times in this video. I don't even know if it makes sense. But thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you get what I mean. I'll see you guys all really, really soon. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you want to see me do next. And as always, stay frosty.